Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 3 versus 3 on Colleville, and in this one I'm going to be playing the 716th Infantry. This has been a request that I've had for quite a while now, but I'm finally getting around to doing it, playing the 716th once again, that is, after having not played them for quite a while. So let's have a look at what we want to do here. Likely just going to be a bunch of Ostropen spam into the town initially, which is generally the case since they are the only infantry you really have to use. We won't try and push them too far just in case. I am going to want to move around to this left side though and make sure that I cover this off as much as possible early on. It's very important that you do deploy enough units on the far left side. Just because you can't reinforce it that easily. Especially because this road does not connect. So you have to sort of move your unit slowly across in order to get to this side, and therefore your opponent can kind of exploit it. I'm going to probably use an IG on that side. I'm going to bring an IG for the center as well. If I can deploy it, say here, that might be a pretty good spot to sort of fire into the center. And I'll deploy it there and maybe attack move to the right. Meanwhile, we'll have one that deploys over here. Gonna need some command, of course, so we'll bring that in. And I'll need some command further to the left. Then it's just a matter of bringing in a couple of B2s, I think, is what I'm likely going to go for. 100 points apiece, and then finish off with a couple of Aufklärer. I maybe would like to have a Lorraine early on, but having like double B2 is pretty strong. So we'll bring in 2 B2s, and we'll try and make some ground to the left side early on. Bring in a couple of recon cars. Okay, that'll do. Loads of units at the start. This is going to be like a strong B2 strategy. The other strategy that you can do, like I mentioned already, is the Lorraine. Use that to try and pin units and make ground early on. There is also the opportunity to use the Pack 40, but I have definitely fallen out of favour with that because if any artillery is used early on, it can easily counter a Pack 40. Now if I was playing against something like the 1st Panzerner, then I may consider bringing in a Flak 36, since we don't want to be strafed to death. But since we're up against the Demi Brigade, 3rd Canadian and 2nd Infantry, I don't think we're going to really see many aircraft until Phase B. 2nd Infantry might start coming out with a bunch of Thunderbolts that we will have to deal with. Early on, the Demi Brigade might use the Western Lysander. But since we do have the 100 points per minute, we can always afford a Flak 36 on first tick should we need to. Well, off we go. These B2s are so damn slow. I should have really had them deploy at the back so they didn't block the other units. And now saying, Vulcan with his favourite 716th will carry us. We shall see. They may be my favourite division, but they are certainly not the strongest. Okay, so that's Demi Brigade. And this is gonna suck. I just need as many units to get around the corner as possible. Well, at least one made it. There's that. Okay, so this one can go all the way to the edge. Oh, it actually died. Okay. Well, thankfully I have the Kubel MG that can hold the ground instead. There's also a M4 here. That's not good. Right, this M20, I want to kill that. Yeah, I guess if the Pak 38 is pushing forwards, I think it's specifically targeting my B2 on this right side. Well, he actually one-shot killed my B2. That is quite something. Alright, at least we took out that Pak 38. Next thing I'm going to want to purchase is probably just Panzerschrecks, because there's no other way really for me to deal with an M4 right now. In the center, it looks like Lao's doing well. Jagdpanzer, though, could be an issue. If the M4 actually ends up firing at something, then I might be able to kill it with the B2. Or not. That works too. So, I haven't really had luck on my side so far. Let's be completely honest. That is a rough start. Okay. Other choice now is waiting till phase B and bringing in HS-129s. That's probably what I'm going to have to do. Rifles are going to be pushing on this left side. I think I'm just going to have the MG back a little bit to stop them from pushing too much. I might have to just drive these across, honestly. Because otherwise, we're going to have trouble. Turning off the HE here so I can kill the M4 with it. May as well have these IGs open up since they're not in line of sight of the M4. Oh, that second one is. That's not good. The other thing that I'm going to have to do is probably just buy a couple of Pak 37s. Oh, these are being unloaded in really awkward positions. Really annoying. I don't know why like it's lagging, but it is. Okay, ammo storage hit's not too bad. These hit again. Got it. Nice. That's good shit. Okay, my IGs are dead because I didn't have the B2s to really support them, which is unfortunate. I'm hoping my machine guns can get the better of the rifles there. We will see. Okay, time for the Lorraines. Maybe should have focused on bringing in Lorraines after the B2s died. At least we're stopping those from unloading, that's good. Oh, nice rocket strikes there coming in from Mifiu. Identifying the location of enemy artillery. Alright, we're going to try and surrender these rifles if we can. Good. Got to be very careful with that off map. I think my biggest problem is that I don't really have anything that can try and surrender these guys. I guess I could bring in the B2 and then we can just bring in the second Lorraine. For now we're just going to hide with the Kubel MG. As soon as the soft map starts coming down, we'll go for a drive through the town. Yeah, we need a couple shells to land near the M4. One more. Oh, I also have the Lorraine firing. That's good. Not sure if that's going to have pinned down the command. That's the only issue I have here. Yeah, I don't think it has. Yeah, the command's still very much good to go. That's a shame. Okay, let's start bringing in some Fusiliers. They are my more expensive infantry. And they do actually do quite well in close quarters because they have the 8 HE compared to the 5 I think that Osttruppen have. Maybe if a decently timed artillery strike comes down here again, we might be able to push in aggressively with the KFZ 70s. We are holding for now, which is good. That's a good rocket strike. See about having these Lorraines start firing away. We're going to need some more Osttruppen to throw into the mix. Oh wow, that artillery just hit my Fusiliers as they came in. And we're going to lose this B2, aren't we? We missed. That will destroy. Can we get the kill? I wonder. Bounce. Please get the kill. Yes! B2 is king! Finally! After what was a terrible start, we finally get a B2 kill onto the M4. So, that was what was supposed to happen at the start of the game. Unfortunately, it did not happen. So we are now very much behind. I'm going to move this to the left a bit more. Maybe we can hit the Bofors. Sure. gonna speed forwards here a little bit to avoid that artillery shell. Oh, nice. Okay, we killed the Bofors. That's good. Alright, we killed those guys. Let's carry on. But with both of the M4s gone, our opponent's actually in a pretty sticky spot. Since we're in phase B, it's time for some more B2s. I'm just going to unload there because I don't want to go too far forwards. What is that? Is that a... Well, that's a supply truck. Interesting. Okay, so we've got shots onto the mortar from here, which is good. Hoping my pack 40 gets the kill. Nice. Gotta keep using these Lorraines to pin down units as we move forwards. Been some really, really helpful strikes from my teammates. I don't think I could have made this ground without their help. We're going to bring in double Wehrflammen now for any future problems that we may come across. I do want to avoid getting into 200 meter range of that rifle leader. So we're going to maintain our distance. Just enough though to use the flamethrower. And then we can push forwards and potentially surrender them. Nice. Well done. Let's move back here. Don't want the M4A1 to engage my Panzer just yet. I should also be moving up my Panzerschreck teams. Well, I say teams. They're all on their own now. Every single Panzerschreck team only has one man left. Poor guys. Let's move forwards my command anyway. Pretty important that I do. Well, now we're going to be coming up against the Demi Brigade's infantry, which is pretty rough actually. At least my Lorraines are already kind of firing in this direction. They will help pin down infantry quite well, actually. Since we do actually have air supremacy, I could easily take out this M4A1 with a HS-129, I think. Unless there's some AA on this left side I don't know about. The M4A1's actually facing a HS-129. There we go, we got it. Very good. Right. Time to pile some more suicidal Ostruppen through the town. Oh, is that a xylophone? I assume that is. Killed one of my Panzerschrecks. Missed the other, thankfully. We do have the Wehrflammens available now. Let's maybe start moving those up a bit more. And we can try and hit this mortar. I can probably try and fire up where that Lorraine came from. Wait until next tick, I can probably bring in an ME-109. Did lose my Panzerschreck squad. We got it. Hopefully. ME-109's pretty crap. The G0 anyway. We did manage to get it, so that's nice. Okay, let's fire at that. I'll also fire at that AA. Not sure if we're going to kill the xylophone, but I think that's where it came from. Worth a try. Suicidal infantry is nearly here. Just fire at the strong points. You can see. Oh, there's the xylophone. Oh, that's timing. That is rough. Okay there, looks like we've managed to break through. Get some supply in here for these Wehrflammens. We'll start firing at these tanks that are ahead of us. Need to move up the Pack 37, the Pack 40. Make sure those are all continuing. May as well get the Aufkläder on the right flank to continue forwards. Jubel MG's actually almost used up all of its ammunition. I guess one thing I could do is if I continuously strafe these guys, I can just have the Kubel go and surrender them. All the internal fragments onto the H39 or Hotchkiss 35. Still strafe in here. Yep. Oh no, the transmission damage. The bounce. What even is that? Oh, it's a Sherman. That would be why. That didn't work. Bring in a couple of HS-129s. Oh no! My Kubel died. There is a Ranger Marauder squad there. That would be why. Well, I guess we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way and maybe hit them with a Wehrflammen. Oh, come on, HS-129. You're better than that. Yeah, my Flampanzer B2 is still good to go. Looks like since Tech's roadkill did surrender, his infantry on the left side has started to move once again. I'm just going to bring in like an IG there, I think, as well. Do I have any Panzerstrecks left? I'm not sure I do. I am going to hit this area with this Wehrflamme though. Come on, B2, do me proud. You're about to get assistance. We actually won the engagement on his own. Who needs Wehrflammens?
We give up. Остерегайтесь, партизан. Jawohl, Kapitän.
Nice. Yeah, not sure how many kills we actually got ourselves throughout this, but we've been making quite a bit of ground with these strong pushes. The Lorraines leading the charge, as is always the case with the 716th. We bailed out the M4A1. Looks like that B2 is going to be getting rid of those Ranger assaults for me, but I'll still hit them with the Lorraine because I might do quite a bit of damage. This Marder though. Sniping units as they come in. Tempted to come in on this right side with the HS129. Do some nice damage there. Lau and Miffy, great game by both of them. 9th Panzer and 91st Luftlander they've been playing. Time to hit that with a Wehrflammen. Oh, there goes the Marder. There we go. Cyanophone down.
Feuerbereit. Verstanden. Ende. Zielpunkt erreicht. Kaufbereit.
Not sure if that hit the mark either, but no, I didn't. I was hoping to kill this Bofors, but it looks like it managed to get away. Bring in some grenadiers to just push up this left side. And I'll probably need another Opel Blitz munition here soon, because I need to reload my Lorraines. My 88's nearly in position. I can snipe pretty much anything that comes in. Now, do I have a command nearby? I should have these commands moving up. That's for sure.
Вытащите меня отсюда!
That's actually the end of the game. It would have been really good if we could just like snipe all those units the AI was bringing in at the end there, since our opponent did end up surrendering. But after 25 minutes and 39 seconds, that is victory. Another live game for you guys that went pretty damn well. 1,880 kills to 770 losses. So yeah, we didn't get the most kills on our team, but we still did well. Lau certainly snapping up the title of most kills with 2,915 kills to 565 losses. Brilliant KD. Same with Mifu. Absolutely smashed him. So the Lorraines really came in handy to help us after we lost those B2s early on. I thought it was going to go downhill pretty damn quickly after those B2s died because I was so reliant upon them. I went with all in with the B2 strategy, and since there was an M4, I felt like we'd lose a lot of ground. Did manage to pick off the M4 with the Panzerschreck eventually, which was good. Maybe should have brought one in at the start. That was something that looked like it was missing. Maybe could have dropped one of the Aufklärer in order to bring in a Panzerschreck instead, because recon's not very useful when you're fighting through a town, because often your infantry will reveal enemy forces by just engaging them or being engaged upon. So yeah, often recon in a town is not particularly useful unless you're trying to find things like Ranger Marauders, which we did manage to see on that left side a little bit too late. Did take out my Kubel MG. Actually, looks like it was the... No, that was a machine gun. Where's my second Kubel MG? Yeah, it was the Ranger Marauders that took that out in the end. That M4 taking out the B2, and then that Pak 38, unvetted Pak 38. Max range, one shot on the B2. Ouch, that hurt. But that's all for now, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.